Hello once again, this is Julian Thomas reporting here from Magny Cours as we head to central France for the penultimate round of this year's Handspree FIM Superbike World Championship. Races are coming thick and fast, and the French round was just 7 days after Imola, so there wasn't much time for teams and riders to make any developments between the two races. And what a show we'd seen at Imola as Noriyuki Haga and Michel Fabrizio came away with two impressive wins for Ducati Xerox at their home circuit. Ben Spies had been hardly recognisable in Italy with two off-the-podium results, and this meant that Haga came away from his ding-dong battle with Spies with a 2-point lead in the table. Fabrizio had also thrown a spanner in the works with his Race 2 win. So the big question was whether or not the young Italian would be able to help his teammate by taking away points from Spies. The Aprilias had gone well at Imola as well, in the hands of Max Biaggi and Marco Simoncelli. And this time round, the Italian team scored another major PR coup by snapping up the newly crowned British Superbike champion Leon Camier for the final two races of the season, with a view to trying him out for 2010. And Jonathan Rea would certainly not be wanting to produce another performance like the one at Imola, when he had been expected to challenge for the win, but found himself in all sorts of problems on the Handspree Tenkata Honda machine. So it was all to play for once again on French soil. Let's head down to Magny Cours near Nevers for the penultimate round of the Superbike and Supersport World Championships. Well, Magny Cours has been the scene for many a title-deciding battle in the past, and although it wasn't the final round this time, things were sure to be interesting in any case. We got our two expert commentators, Jonathan Green and Steve Martin, to give their views and opinions on how this weekend's racing would pan out.
Steve, the championship here at Magny Cours, usually the venue for the final round, but this the penultimate round. You won your championship in World Endurance here at Magny Cours. There's 3 points between Noriyuki Haga and Ben Spies. What's going to be the key here in France?
Really, it's the guy that gets off the ground running first. I mean, as we've seen throughout practice, both Norrie and Ben are in a tactical war against each other to just pip each other in every session. In my mind, the championship's not going to be won here, but there's going to be a tactical advantage. The guy that comes out of this championship, the leader, is going to go into Portimao in a much better position. 5 points here can make all the difference in Portimao. So I can't tell you who's going to win. I wish I could. But if you look at it tactically and at the stats, Haga's strong. We don't know what Ben can do here in race form, but we know he's fast in practice, and we heard him say it in the box. He said, you know, all I got to do is win. And he doesn't care if he wins or loses, so he's got it all to play for.
You've ridden both a Ducati and a Yamaha around the Magny Cours circuit. Which is it suited better to?
You know, there's various parts of this circuit. Let's just talk through the circuit quickly. The first third of the circuit is a really flowing part, and the last 2/3 is very physical. So we're going to see a very different race. We've heard Tardozzi say in the past that Ducati struggles on the back straight here. If you remember a few years ago, that was where Toseland always used to slip past the Ducati into that the bottom hairpin corner. So the Yamaha should be strong through the first sector. The Ducatis are always strong out of hairpins. So it's going to be a race of 2 parts.
If you had to pick one to come out on top right now, who would it be?
The guy leading or coming second in the championship, as I said, I don't know. But I guess if you look at the history, Haga's strong here on Yamaha. Ducati have won here before. Haga and Ducati, it's going to be very difficult for Ben to beat.
Thanks for talking to us.
No problem.
Magny Cours has been the regular venue for World Superbike since it returned to the calendar in 2003. It's a 4.411 kilometre track with a series of long sections linked by some slow gear corners, but it always offers some great racing with heavy braking and a lot of traction required to produce a good result. Max Biaggi lined up in 4th on the grid. The Aprilia Racing man knocking Noriyuki Haga off the front row with the final lap at his disposal. Michel Fabrizio had been quickest in qualifying, but the Ducati Xerox man could only notch up the 3rd quickest time in the 50-minute knockout session. Jonathan Rea also looked good on the Honda, and his time of 1 minute 38.1 seconds was good enough for the 2nd grid slot. But once again it was Ben Spies who powered to the pole with a time that was 0.4 of a second quicker than Rea. The Texan equaling Poland's record of 10 Super Bowls in his rookie season to line up at the front with a new circuit best lap. So with the top 5 in the championship in the first 5 places on the grid, let's head to the commentary box as Jonathan Green and Steve Martin take us through all the Race 1 action.
It's a good start by the Aprilia for sure, as Biaggi again rockets off the line, but it's Spies that takes the whole shot into Estoril for the first time.
Haga's nowhere. Haga's way back in 4th or 5th position at the moment, so he didn't get a very good start. But the thing is, with the Biaggi in 2nd position at the moment, he's very, very hard to pass on the brakes. He was at Imola. Let's see what happens here.
Here comes Johnny Rea up the inside towards, as they head through Gulf. Flat out, 273 through here, and down towards Adelaide, hard on the anchors again. But it's Spies, number 19, who leads.
Very difficult to funnel through this one, but they look like they're all pretty much through cleanly.
Well, our prediction of the Ducati start did not come to fruition, and like you say, Haga's fighting already, and he's got Haslam in his way, former teammate in the Renegade Ducati back in 2004.
Definitely, this is not the start that Haga needed. He's going to have to work really, really hard to catch up to Spies now.
This is like Imola in reverse, and it was Ben Spies doing the chasing last time out, and Haga and Fabrizio had the advantage. Now it's different. A week on here at Magny Cours. Down the hill they come there. Cool conditions here. But it's about to get electric. Oh, and I say that! Electric it is. And a nasty, nasty crash. Let's hope he doesn't pick anybody up. He goes into the middle of the track. Let's hope nobody hits him. He gets off the track. He's okay, but in trouble. And that is Tom Sykes, is it?
Let's just double check.
It is Tom Sykes.
No, it's not. It's hard.
I thought it was Mugridge. The surprise for me is Fabrizio. He's battling away. It was Tom Sykes as well involved, and well, has been a really tough year. Is coming to a tough end for Tom Sykes. He's been rumoured to be riding for Kawasaki alongside Vermeulen, as finally Fabrizio does get past Leon Haslam. But I expected that Ducati to be further up the field now, maybe with some clean air ahead of him. If Leon doesn't come back at him, he's got a chance to get up with this front pack. He's got quite a gap to catch up.
This circuit, also, the longer the race goes, it's a very, very physical circuit. So the fittest man at the end of the race might also have an advantage.
Well, we know that Ben Spies is phenomenally fit, and no problems from injury so far, but Haga has been the one recovering, but he too now fully fit, and just I think the test of time will be with him. He knows that this is his big chance, but look at Spies pulling away now. Let's have a look at the times now. Spies does a 1:38.7, no wonder. That's why he's just on the lap record and he's pulled a second.
Where's Johnny Rea?
He's disappeared. Well, that's bizarre. Rea has completely gone. That must be a mechanical.
No, he's on the gravel. He's rejoined.
Okay.
Yep, so he's back on track, but...
just saw him flick past, in fact. Wow, what a change of fortunes that is. And the pressure off Spies now for a moment anyway. And just as a 38.7, and maybe Rea just trying to stay on the same pace as Ben Spies has put him off for a moment, but not a threat anymore. Meanwhile, it's Biaggi. There you go. He stopped at the end of the pit lane. He's talking to his mechanic. Most unheard of in the middle of a race.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look and see what we see. He's gone in here, got it sideways. It's flicked back, and he just couldn't tip it in, so he had to run off there.
Starting to see a bit more darkies being laid down through 180.
That Yamaha not very slow down the straight either. His top speed.
Oh, this is it! And Haga makes his move at 180. And that was brilliant by the Japanese as he takes second place, and now the gloves are off. Now he can attack Ben Spies, and now the championship fight is on.
He's there.
He's absolutely there. What pressure! What a series! What a year it's been! Oh, Come on, Norrie.
This is going to come down to the last lap. Hager has to do another mid-38 if he's going to have an attack next time out. And the next lap is going to be where he's going to have to do it because it is the last lap.
The amazing thing is Ben Spies has used to this pressure, and although he's not been fighting for a world championship, you just get the feeling that he's going to be ready for this. He's been planning on this, and he knew Norrie would come.
Ben Spies doesn't know it, but he did a 38.8 last time round. He's going to come round and think 38.8 is pretty quick. Yeah, he's going to think it was pretty quick, but he's going to see that gap go even smaller. So the last lap, he really is going to have to be careful he doesn't make a mistake.
Okay, gloves off, ding ding, it's the last lap coming up. And these two heavyweights of motorcycle racing, one in blue and one in red, are going for it here. 3 points the gap when they started the race. Spies has the advantage, but Hager is coming and coming fast, and again Hager is quicker. I just don't think he's close enough. It all depends on what happens at Adelaide. But watch the Yamaha out of this next corner, Estoril, and see how he flies out of there.
If Spies makes a mistake, it's going to be close, but he's got just enough. Let's have a look at him out of there. Yeah, no problem there. That was pretty smooth. Good run onto the back straight.
There's a back marker in the way. Let's hope he's not there at Adelaide. Here we go. This is such a crucial corner coming up. Under braking. There's the back marker I was talking about.
He could come into play, that back marker, if he's not careful.
Oh, what another stoppie. Whoa. There, he's got out of the way, thankfully.
Yeah, good move by Gentil, that is, filling in for Matthew Legree.
Nothing gentle at the front, though, that's for sure. Here we go. Down the hill. Nürburgring.
Ben Spies is definitely giving it everything he's got in this last lap. Hager doesn't seem to be able to make an impression at the moment. He's not close enough.
Well, this is just what we wanted. The two best. Oh! What happened? A big mistake by Spies! But he recovers! Hager's with him! This is going all the way! What happened there at 180? It went 360 for poor old 19. Up the hill towards Imola. Crowd on their feet.
Right, Hager can attack into this next one.
Will he try at Lycée? That's his next chance. Chateau d'Eau.
He's got to try into Lycée. That is where Hager is fastest, in my opinion, and he can tip it in there. He's got a good drive out of there. Flat out round here. He can hold on just a little bit longer and dive up the inside now.
Spies is on the ragged edge. He's doing everything to hold off Hager. Hager's got one more chance in the last chicane. Is Spies going to hang on? Yes, he is. And Ben Spies takes the lead of the championship again. And Hager's taking him all the way. What a fight. What a race. Oh.
Had some good parts to the race and some bad ones. We made a lot of very small mistakes, but many of them, and just 10th here, 10th there, and just didn't make it easy. When I had the cushions, I didn't take advantage of it, and I almost kind of ruined them. And they would come back and then on the last lap I made another mistake, and I knew that with me running wide, he probably went in, a little bit tighter than normal, and I was going to try to get on the outside on the exit, and it paid off, and we had to block the whole way. But he was strong in the last 6 laps, so we'll try to make the bike better and come back and race too. So it's going to be a good one.
Unbelievable stuff there as Spies survived the last lap scare from Hager to take his 13th win of the year. But Hager was not far behind as the points lead swung back to the American in this thrilling two-way battle. And another good result for Max Biaggi, the Aprilia now regular to the podium. Fabrizio, Hager and Checa were next up to complete the top 6. So with race 2 about to get underway, let's join the Green Martin commentary team for all the action once again.
Out go the lights and a real jump there by Biaggi, and so too Ray got away well, but he's been golfed now.
Hager went good too. Look at Hager up to second position.
Hager from the second row, and look at this. Spies recovers as quickly as he can. He needs to stay ahead of Hager, but Hager goes up the inside. Now the gloves are off.
That's a good move by Hager there. That is a real classical move, but can Ben get on the gas? And Johnny Ray's not there out of it either.
I said Biaggi needed a good start. He's got it, and Hager's gone with him. Spies. Who's going to outbreak who? This is a real showdown.
Muggeridge is up there too.
What's he doing there?
Good ride by him.
And slotting into 4th place, Jonathan Ray. But Biaggi leads from Hager, just what he needed. Spies stays in 3rd place, but Ray will challenge him, I'm sure. Up the inside goes Hager for the lead. Yeah. Fantastic.
Biaggi goes runs really wide. Now and Spees has been passed by number 65.
Yep, so Ray goes into third, and it looks as though Shane Byrne will take a piece of him as well. This championship is right on a knife edge, and it's Haga that leads. Down the hill we come. Haga, Biaggi, Ray, Spees, Haslam, Byrne, Kageyama. Kageyama's having a run, as he always does at the end of the season, and proving why he should stay another, I guess. Corsa and Zaus in the points, Sykes down to 15th, and this again is not a good run by the Englishman. Oh no! Fabrizio's out! Well, a strange accident, but Fabrizio, excuse me.
There's Checker as well. Checker's run off there.
Fabrizio's kind of waddling back.
He tips in, boom, just folds the front. You're in there with the front brake on, and he just couldn't hold it anymore. Let's hope that Haga hasn't got the same setup or the same front tyre. Attempt anything this time round.
Almost touching that
Around the outside. Tries to dive up the inside.
I love the fact that Ray's not intimidated by any of the guys he's out there with.
No, I mean, he's given it absolutely everything that he's got.
I think the reason is he's as good. Maybe now he's younger, but he's as good.
Down the straight, the Aprilia super fast. You can just see it pulling up on the Ducati into the braking area, but Haga got the brakes. But look at Johnny Ray, he's passed.
He's gone through into second place on Biaggi, and that was one of the smoothest passes at Adelaide we've had. Into second place, and this bodes well, because you know, ooh, look at this, look at the power of the Aprilia.
Yeah, but the Honda's got a lot of power too.
Whoa, and this is it.
When he's this close to win, and the Honda is so fast.
Look at that, the acceleration of the Honda. That's more like it for 10 Carter, and Haga can't stay with him, but he's the last of the late breakers, the samurai of slide.
That is late by Haga. Can he hold it tight?
Whoa, and yes he does, but this is intriguing because Ray will not give up.
You could just, if you had a look at that corner just before, hopefully we'll get another look at it.
This time he goes for it and does make it, but Johnny Ray has to sit up, and they won't like that at all.
That will certainly make him have another attack back at him for sure, but you can just see that.
That's help Spees. Haslam is 3.8 seconds away from Spees on the final lap. So, there is a possibility, but Spees will hang on here, I am sure. Haga dives into Adelaide for the last time. Here we go. 2 to go after this. Could this be Norrie's year? He'll lead going to Portugal. He'll be confident there. The Ducati is good there. And Haga surely senses its destiny. After 13 years of top-class racing, can Japan finally have a world champion to cheer on? Haga is popular around the world, but no more so than his home of Japan. His father came to the last race, and now it's all slotting into place, is it? Biaggi in second place, can't challenge him. Ray's challenge has not gone to anything, and Ben Spees has definitely not got something right because he is well adrift in fourth place. Chateau d'Eau, 2 more corners to go. Haga bows his head because he knows he's got this in the bag. He just needs to finish these last 2 corners, and the race win is his, and a 10-point lead is his going into the final round in Portugal. Last corner for Nitro. Haga takes victory in France.
Recently, after Nürburgring, I couldn't sleep all night, every night, because always thinking about race for the championship. But I'm really happy for this result. For first race win, no, first race was second, and second race was win. Because my chief engineer makes a good setting for race 2 compare first race. And I'm really good feeling riding for race 2.
Well, we certainly hadn't expected that in race 2, as Ben Spees finished off the radar with tyre problems. And with Noriyuki Haga's win, that means there are 10 points between them now, with 2 races left. And this time Biaggi went 1 better with a second place finish, while Jonathan Ray was just lacking that extra edge to challenge the top 2. And Spees finished 4th ahead of Haslam and Kageyama. So once again it's all change at the top of the table, as Noriyuki Haga leads on 436 points, and Spees now trailing on 426. Fabrizio is out of the battle on 346, with Biaggi rapidly catching up in 4th and Johnny Ray in 5th. On to the Supersport action now, and the situation wasn't much different there, with Cal Crutchlow holding a 2-point lead over Eugene Laverty with 2 rounds left. The top 4 were on the front row, with Crutchlow on pole ahead of Lascorts, Sofoglu and Laverty. Jonathan Green and Steve Martin provide the commentary for the Magny Cours round.
They're waiting. We're waiting. Now they come on. Out they go and away they go, and a good start from second place Lascorts.
Crutchlow didn't get such a good start, but he's up in the second. That was a good start for him.
And
some of the guys go wide in the background there.
Yeah, Lascorts got the lead there. 22 laps then, with everybody seemingly clear from that first corner, and Lascorts is off. And Crutchlow goes way wider than he needed to. Oh,
Crutchlow. Look at Crutchlow.
He almost, he's about to. Yes, he has. Well, he was coming close at Adelaide, and then on the exit, he absolutely did it. And now, Laverty needs to go with him.
He needs to. He's got...
This is bad news for Eugene. Crutchlow missed a gear then.
Look,
here we go.
Up to the inside here. Eugene's on the brakes into Adelaide. Not strong.
But Lascorts takes Crutchlow.
Can he tip it in, though?
We'll soon find out. And look at Laverty lining up too. Lascorts regains the lead. It's a real fight on here. Whoa, look at Laverty round the outside. Going for the inside jugular and takes it.
Yeah, but up the inside again. He can get hard on the gas out of there.
Look at these two side by side as they head down the hill.
And who's going to give way?
Oh, nobody. No quarter asked, none given. This could end in tears. But Laverty takes second. And it involves the championship. There's Foray. Is he coming to the aid of Crutchlow? That would be ironic.
Look at Eugene, straight past.
Well, that Honda's got some power and found some power.
Certainly has. And Crutchlow with his foot off. And he's gone wide.
Very tight indeed between the leaders and Crutchlow in third, and Foray's caught him right back up and may pass him. That's could be interesting now, how Foray plays this. And I don't think he's going to play it any different than he would in any other race. I think he's going to try and blow by Crutchlow and say, I don't care about your championship, I'm racing in France. Look at this, the two Hondas are muscling in now. The mighty... Whoa, Laverty goes wide. Oh, and almost comes together with Foray. This is all kicking off now. Lascorts crosses the line now. Crutchlow is right behind him. Foray is now third, and Laverty drops to fourth, and the Hondas are about to nab it. Crutchlow tries to cut off the nose of the corner there and almost hits Lascorts in doing. Brains on the team, Simon Buckmaster in the middle. Watch on, they're looking after Laverty. He's in fourth place as they come down the hill again. Yeah, I mean, Laverty's got to do all that work again. Oh, Fabian is not so fabulous as Lisi. And here he comes, just on order. Look at that Honda go up the hill. And now, who's got the braking here? But Lascorts has got it again. Yeah, Lascorts is definitely the best man out of here. Just see the traction control cutting in on these 600s. But Laverty's got on level terms at least now. Eugene up the inside. Yep, he's got him. Whoa, that was a good move. He was side by side as they came out the exit of Adelaide and then just made it stick. At least say. Oh! Laverty blows it! Just at the worst possible time at Chateau d'Eau, and it's ended in the gravel for the Irishman. And Crutchlow saw that graphically in front of him. Oh, what a terrible, terrible way. Where will he make a move? If he's going to make a move, will he catch up? Back with this battle that continues. And it's hotting up because West has got past all of them, and so too as Pitt nudges Atchison. Atchison won't take that lightly or lying down. Laverty is up to 12th now, so that's going to change things. Yeah, big time. Oh, and red flag. Ooh. 4. Now, is that a red flag, is it? That's a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag. Didn't see what happened there, but... Well, that's a result. That will be a result. And interestingly enough, it's a result the lap before. Now, that does make it very interesting. Let's just pause and give a big Spanish welcome to the winner of the race for Kawasaki.
Look, he's got oil.
Oh.
He's got oil pouring out of his bike, and he's just got on it and rode it back to the pits.
Well, this time things went Crutchlow's way, and the British rider now looks odds-on for the title with a 19-point lead. And a great win for Joan Lescorts, his first of the season, as the Kawasaki was finally on the pace. So off they go to Portugal for the deciding round.
This is Victory Kawasaki. Quiero dedicar esta victoria sobre todo a la gente que la estaba esperando porque son muchas.
I'd like to dedicate the win to the people who've been waiting for a long time.
Y al equipo sobre todo porque ha estado trabajando mucho todo el año para conseguir que la moto estuviera ahí delante para poder ganar.
So there's just one round left now. That's 2 races and 50 points. So that 10-point gap for Noriyuki Haga is looking awfully large now. Spieth's best chance is to win the 2 races at Portimao. The Texan has done it before. Can he do it again before he moves on to MotoGP next season? Join us down in Portugal in 3 weeks' time for the final round. This has been Julian Thomas bringing you all the Superbike and Supersport action from Magny Cours. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Bye for now and see you soon.